Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me to another Market Monday. Day late and a dollar short, but did want to pass along some information to you. We'll get to the local metrics here first. So Delaware County saw a decrease in active listings. It went down 13, so we're currently sitting at 127 active listings. And then the pendings went up by 12. That's kind of how things work. And the median just down a little bit, median days on market to 12 as well. So Randolph County actives down, and we're back into the teens again. We only have 19 homes currently for sale in Randolph County, and then the pendings went up by 2, so we're sitting about 24 pendings there. And then the days on market, the median days on market went down quite considerably to 29 because last week's were off a little bit because a couple of those pendings were on the market forever, but now it's a little more normalized at 29. So to a few speaking points here, spring, whether the weather is agreeing or not, which it did last week, but spring is here, if you will, having a ton of conversations of people either starting to search for a home or entertaining the thought of moving or having me over to discuss kind of what to do in order to get their home ready to be listed. So what that usually means is a couple weeks from now, those will be kind of hitting the market depending on the work that needs to be done. So this is kind of feeling like it's going to be a busy spring, and things will be moving here shortly. We are also seeing multiple offer situations again, not every time per se, but case in point, the last listing we had, I kind of stopped counting the showings. In the matter of about 48 hours, we probably had 10 or 12 or so, and then we had 4 offers. So it was a very desirable property. Obviously, it was out in the country with some acreage and a good amount of square footage on the house. So those type of homes are seeing very, very quick and good activity. So we may be back into that kind of cycle. Rates, if we want to talk about that for a second. I was actually in a bank yesterday just kind of waiting, and they had the scrolling TVs or whatever talking about what they offer, and they were offering a conventional loan at 6.5%, and that was for a 30-year. But keep in mind there are certain parameters that all the nitty-gritty details weren't flashed up there as far as if you're expected to pay any points and closing costs, things of that nature. So, but again, 6.5, and then if you look at the government kind of sponsored loan, FHA, VA, USDA, some of those kind of broadcast rates are down around 6 1/8. So everybody's situation is different, but that'll give you kind of a basis of what we're currently seeing. I mentioned closing costs just a second ago. It's very important if you're going to go purchase, obviously, to figure out what those rates may be, but it's also highly important to know those closing costs. And so what I've seen and heard here lately is that lenders are charging an increased closing cost here in this 2025. And so yes, the rate is totally important, and but the closing costs are also very important, so it's a good idea to shop around for those as well. Nationally, inventory. Some markets are actually seeing a kind of an increase in almost a glut of new listings, and houses staying in the market even longer and taking less for, not considerably less, but in consideration of where they started as far as price decreases and what they did take for their home. Those markets are what I would consider the more volatile markets, and historically speaking, it would be the ones that really increase rapidly and then decrease rapidly, back and forth, back and forth. But as we discussed just about a minute ago, that is not this area, so things are a little slower paced when it comes to values increasing and decreasing, and so we're not seeing just a glut of inventory, and therefore we're not seeing prices going down at all. They're actually still increasing. So that's what I got for you. A little bit longer video today, so I appreciate you sticking it out. And as always, any questions, comments, please leave those below or reach out to me directly. I'll be happy to entertain those. So until next time, I will see ya.